All right, so Luke has bought a new toy here. So it's a Gen 1 Hilux. What year is it?
I don't even know.
Sick. So probably like a 86.
No, way earlier.
Okay.
82.
Anyone wants to rip off these numbers? There you go. 82 Hilux, he reckons. So what's this? A 3.8 extra limiter $50 Wrecker special motor, super waste spark, and oh Luke, I don't know anything about 4Drives. Tell me what this thing's got.
Right, what we got at back?
Truck
Later model leaf
clearance.
springs, inverted rear shocks, track bar hidden down in there, chopped off at the chassis, and a bent to fuck tray.
Yeah, it's had a bit of an impact.
Which is going to need a little bit of fixing up.
It's not too bad though. It's not a bad little setup. How many different gear sticks? 4?
Something like that, yeah.
How slow can this thing go? Half a kilometre an hour on idle?
That'd be way slower than that.
The problem with the engine has a head drama or something.
Don't know yet. He said something's fucked in the head. So I just bought a new motor.
Sweet.
Because they're $150, so.
Alright, so I guess we rip this Johnny out. As you can see, we've already started pulling out the extra heavy alloy eBay radiator that's almost rubbed through on the bonnet, and tried to label some wiring.
We're gonna hack into it, rip this thing out, tidy some shit up, and see if we can get some noise happening.
Yeah. Yes, and
Hopefully.
both Luke and I are about 6'6", 6'5", so about 2 meters tall, and this is not the largest cab in the world. We are touching the roof.
Perfect for parties.
So we're going to need some lap sash action before we go jumping this on like we did the last one. Insert picture here. And yeah, should be a good time.
Like, ever had trouble undoing a bolt? Oh, wrong size. That's no good. Oh, God! Try our new double spanner. Boom! Boom! Yeah!
Step 1 there, Luke. Just pull the radiator out and rip out the wiring as best you can.
Yep, so wiring harness is gone.
Obviously we disconnected fuel, feed and return, and then there's one more hose under here somewhere. This one was the vacuum booster for the brakes. So we've got all the injectors unplugged, which is all this wiring, and that feeds all the way over to whatever Luke's doing, as well as
All the wiring to this thing.
yeah, these 2 plugs that go off into the dash, I presume.
Yep. Harness is gone.
Completely off the engine now. So over that side, it'll all run into all this junk and then head off. The ECU's in the glove box at the moment. We'll probably try and put it somewhere much less useful than that. And yeah, so next is see if we can figure out how to get these stupid headers off, and then gearbox and motor out.
Yes, son.
That easy. Well, anyway, that was like an hour or so, maybe 2. Headers are unbolted at the very least. Most of the front accessories are off. Drop the coolant. Fucking just got to unbolt the transmission, take off the bonnet, and yank it out of there, I guess.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so ripping the intake off, eh?
Time for the intake. Apparently Series 1, Series 2 Buicks are interchangeable. So I don't actually know what I've got here, whether it's a Series 1 or a Series 2, but I know that I've got one of one and one of the other. So we're just going to swap the clean part, strip bolts out, make it work. The socket just got larger. It worked on the other side, alright?
Perfect. Oh well, anyway, probably get the bonnet off, see if we can rip this hunk of junk out tonight. So we just got, there's like one wiring harness to go to the starter motor that we've got to get off. Luke wants to take the intake manifold off to make it easier to get at all the bolts for the transmission, as well as get the crane on top. And then we'll just see if we can reef it out, dump it on the ground, and manhandle the other engine over here and do the same, but put it back in.
Pretty much.
Should be a piece of cake. Alright, so got the crane strung up to the engine using a 10mm bolt. Gonna hold for sure, and the crane lifting thing. Took some tension off, so the gearbox is already ready to fall out. So Luke's just strapping it between the 2 cross members. Looks like the dog's under there helping.
Got my helping pal down here. He never misses a wrenching sesh.
So hopefully the gearbox doesn't drop out and destroy itself, but
How could it?
I mean, yeah, ratchet strap looks like it's not used at all, right?
Correct.
Brand new out of the box. Engine mounts are disconnected. So we can see them.
First pull, see what happens.
It's coming up all right. Might have to come forward off that transmission. So the other big problem that we have is the headers on this side couldn't be undone from the rest of the exhaust. So it's probably just
Take the
more
lot.
this side, isn't it? So these have been undone from the head, but they haven't been undone from the exhaust. So I might have to swing the whole motor that way to get it out.
I think that's enough. Thumbnail for the vid. Get in there. Get in there for the still.
That looks cool. Even better, this awesome chopped sump, and then to check said fluid in the sump. It's the greatest dipstick I've ever seen.
Plenty of oil on it.
Just enough, right?
So sick.
Look at the size of it. Goodness
Oh,
gracious.
that's
Well, one engine pulled, mate.
Up it is, mate.
How many hours do you reckon that took? Two at
Two.
most, with beers and shit talking.
This isn't our first rodeo.
It's my first time touching a fucking Commodore.
Yeah, they are disgusting.
Very, I mean, look at it. Just
I'm just gonna gurney straight in there.
all the disgustings. And then, we were talking about this a minute ago, it doesn't really do anything. So that's good. At least that spins to start.
No
Yeah. And yeah, should definitely do some wiring, Luke.
Fuck the wiring.
Sounds about right. Oh, well, time for another beer, I reckon. So we just pulled off the flywheel and the clutch and all the associated bits, and now I hear it's pretty tough to get these spigot bushes out. What was the latest suggestion we had, Luke?
So apparently if you just jam bread into the back, smash it with a punch, you can get these things out. So they're notoriously hard to get out. We're going to suggest a new method today, and that's just take them out of the motor like that.
Amazing.
Pretty fucking straightforward.
Fucking Commodores, huh?
How to fix a VN motor.
Perfect.
Alright guys,
So this is the new Buick motor, isn't it?
this is the new one, mate.